all rights reserved. Dedication. This book of poems is dedicated to my mother, Jane Elizabeth McAndrew. She was the first hand I held, her body my home before I took my first breath. She is an infinite well of caring and love in my life. Her sense of humor, positive outlook on life, and love of great poetry will stay with me always. Mom, I would be nowhere without your patient love and caring guidance. Forward. Quite a few years ago, I met Jeffrey McAndrew when my co-host and I interviewed him for our YouTube interview show called Author Showcase. I quickly realized I had read his book Our Brown-Eyed Boy when I was looking for books about children with autism. As we are both local authors, we kept in touch. I kept tabs on him as he published a couple more books. Still, I was surprised that he had taken on this project of writing 100 poems in a year. I had only known of his nonfiction and his fiction work. Should I have been surprised? Of course not. Jeffrey is a singer-songwriter. That is evident in that many of his poems are lyrical. I can almost hear a guitar accompanying his hymn-like stanzas. Jeffrey's poems in this collection are upbeat and encouraging as they deal with today's problems. Even the poems that turn inward and celebrate his life and his loved ones seem to be a message to persevere and look for the silver lining. With vivid images of the natural world, these poems deal with the dark events we are dealing with. They do not shy away from our challenges. Yet, like Jeffrey himself, his poems remain optimistic. They are infused with Christian spirituality. Not that you have to be Christian to love these poems. Somehow Jeffrey has struck a tone that invites religious reflection, while also providing a celebration of science and nature, love and joy in the small wonders. While I want the readers to experience his poetry fresh, I did want to preview a few lines that struck me. To me they are memorable, while at the same time, encapsulating the lyrical nature of Jeffrey's poems. Here is the first one. If I met Emily Dickinson, I'd ask her to dance. This is simply a fanciful image that I don't think has been created before. I was as surprised at its uniqueness as Dickinson would be at the question. Here is another memorable line. I'm thankful for the love and the you and the me. I think so much is said in this line. I like the way Jeffrey connects these three things, while also giving them their own space. Yet another line of Jeffrey's that struck me is, if life were a Hallmark movie, I wouldn't be sad. This line gave me food for thought. Not to knock escapism movies, but Hallmark movies have protagonists that are not facing huge, terrible problems. They have problems that are solved in 3 acts. How often do we make our problems bigger than they are? Instead of being miserable, we should find things to be grateful about. In Jeffrey's poem titled Jesus, he gives us some thoughts to consider. He asks 2 bold questions in the same vein as the Beatles imagine. What if Jesus believed in science? Why not rewrite the Bible to reflect a logical mind? Heady stuff doing poetry's intended purpose. Give the poet and the audience a chance to reflect and look at things in a new way. Even if these lines may shock you and you disagree, they are not questions to turn people away from religion, but to think about God. For me, Jeffrey's work touched on my own faith. I have never considered these ideas until I came across them. The best lines in poetry give us new perspectives to consider, but it did make me ponder and consider, is the New Testament really just a rewriting of the Bible to reflect changing times? Is it time to be rewritten again? Not that I have figured out an answer to these questions, but they are a part of the dialogue we should have about religion. Jeffrey's collection of poems encapsulates 2021. It helps us deal with the pandemic, the divisiveness, the isolation, and the heartache of our modern lives. Jeffrey reminds us of the beauty and the love that persists despite all our hardships. In 2021, I was named the first Poet Laureate of Oshkosh. So I write, read, and enjoy poetry. Yet I would not take on this huge challenge that Jeffrey has pulled off. So I tip my hat off to this book. It proves that to get a home run, you have to take a big swing. Enjoy this book and help Jeffrey out by visiting his website and leaving reviews where you can. Thomas Cannon, Poet Laureate of Oshkosh, March 15, 2022. Introduction. It was January 11th, 2021, an icy but sunny winter morning. Our country had just endured an attempted insurrection 5 days earlier, which left much of the world in shock, and perhaps in an altered state of pandemonium. After working from home for 9 months, I had put on far too many pounds, and was feeling depressed and angry. I was 61 years old, and I had less enthusiasm for life in general, as I could feel my health deteriorating. I needed goals and motivation, urgently. My wife and I made a serious pledge that day to lose weight in 2021 by dramatically reducing portion size and increasing physical activity. So, I had a solid goal in place that would improve my physical well-being, but how about an intellectual challenge? How about writing a poem a day for a whole year? There is no way, I thought. More realistically, 100 poems in the year might be a more practical goal. Could it be done? I was also thinking of the author Nina Sankovic, who I admire greatly, who fulfilled her goal of reading 1 book per day and chronicled it in her work, Tolstoy and the Purple Chair. A new personal poetry goal like mine could help motivate members of my local writers' club, the Wordsmiths. Throughout the year, I was sharing my latest poems with my club, getting some good feedback along the way. It was a fascinating journey as I ended up writing about nature, politics, love, relationships, music, etc. during the year. I also voraciously consumed many of the works of the great poets, like Walt Whitman, William Wordsworth, Robert Frost, Maya Angelou, Edgar Allan Poe, Emily Dickinson, Langston Hughes, and the list goes on. I also would read 3 excellent short poetry compilations, Island Verse by William H. Olson, Wisconsin Time by Thomas Cannon, and Behind the Plow by Stanley C.F. Hayes, and was quickly gaining confidence that I could finish 100 poems in 1 year. Later in the year, I would be introduced to the works of the late Wisconsin poet, Paul Christie, who is now one of my favorite writers. I know it's a cliché, but once I started writing these poems, it became a labor of love. As of November of 2021, and I had written about 70 poems. I was thrilled to find out about a poetry open mic to be held in Oshkosh at a place called Planet Perk. I was overjoyed as the crowd showed their appreciation with significant applause in response to my work. I was also very happy to learn about the city of Oshkosh starting a Poet Laureate program. Tom Cannon was named the first Oshkosh Poet Laureate. Cannon, an English major in college, co-organizer of the Oshkosh-based Lakefly Writers Conference, and host of a local cable TV show that interviews writers, read my first 50 poems, and he seemed to like the collection and the poetic direction I was going in. My all-consuming obsession with writing poetry even motivated some friends at work. My friend Irine even started writing his own poetry, close to 15 poems, after hearing about my project during our noontime walks. Then Bruce and Heather followed suit, with their own writing goals. I think I started something. It was a ripple effect that was more than interesting. At the time of writing this introduction, I was checking into the possibility of starting a Poet Laureate program in my community of North Fond du Lac. Until recently, I was having real difficulty trying to name my new book of poems. It was a friend on Twitter and former Wisconsin Poet Laureate Margaret Roska who suggested maybe you could find the title in a line from the last poem in your collection. Fascinating idea. I found a line from my 100th poem entitled Transition. The last line is a matter of fact, and your love still sets my heart at ease. Margaret said, why don't you just name it My Heart at Ease? The name was born. I knew instantly that was it. When I'm writing at my best, my heart is truly at ease. Back to the year 2021. January 11th was a sunny day, a high of about 5 degrees. We were in the grips of a nasty and snowy Wisconsin winter. As I gazed out of my back window, I was listening to a song called Drift Away by the great Dobie Gray. That gorgeous song gave me the first poem in my collection. I hope you enjoy my work as much as I enjoyed creating it. Feel free to email me at jeffreymcandrew@gmail.com and tell me what your favorite poem is and why. I would love to hear from you. On Twitter, I'm at Numinous 2019. Numinous is the name of my latest novel. It's about a Lutheran minister who has questions about his faith. My author website is jeffreymcandrew.wordpress.com. Table of Contents. Dedication. Foreword. Introduction. Dobie Gray. The Vastness. I know you feel lost. Follow. Trouble in Paradise. Dark days ahead. Strange days. just in time, precious time in hope, lead with love, terrible war. I gazed at the trees, struggled, mellifluous words, just as you are, struggle of man. I find beauty, advice for a friend. What is this life? Last breath. It fills my mind. Memorial for Steph. There's so much. Praise. Unknown reality. Time is precious. Billowing beauty. Thinking about our song. Scary dream. Sitting on the back porch. Leonard's courage. You create love. Take it. Turn. Hedges Road. There's a new cat in the neighborhood. Heaven. Fleeting time. Rachel. Poem 40. Death. Old is the only way. Stormy college reunion. The mystery. Peacemaker's lament. Careful ways. I have. Far and wide. An old man's dream. One more summer day. As we go down today. Broken man. The end of summer. The fates. Loving fall. Corporate stalemate. The wall. Loving your heart. Old. More. There is more love left. Dad. Saving life. Love and the world. Hearing bad news. Golden vacation. Turning 62. Come what may. Tilted by prayer. Suddenly something different. Dancing with Emily Dickinson. Beauty surrounds me. Daryl. Thankful. Gray skies. Wonderful Ryan. Hand in hand forever. Getting old with my love. Hope. A visit with Charlie at the nursing home. The arduous climb. A hallmark world. The table. Memories. I want to love. A painful duel. Over the edge. Past dreaming. Don't you love her? Last grasp. The noontime walkers. Conversations. Poem 229. Jesus. Sands of time. Science. The ocean. Last Christmas. Life. Transition. About the author. Dobie Gray. Dobie Gray morning, coffee with cream, smell of pumpkin bread baking, mellowness dominates the morning. Love and freedom and hope and all of that is good in the cocoon of my morning renewal. I'm lost in the beat, drifting away, encased in the security of music. No more troubled mind, no more heartache, just Dobie and I safe. At home. Snow is settled in the peace of a Hamsat-degree morning, smoke billowing from chimneys. Peering through the screen door, a black and gray cat outside wants in. He is asking me to feed him. He wants part of my Dobie peace. No coronavirus, no racial war, no uneasiness can break through. This peace. No angst, no pain, no disapproval, no judgment can pierce my morning. No argument, no shouting, no confusion and no trouble in life now. No strain on the mind or the body, just Dobie and I in present tense. During this moment in time, I suddenly understand the things I do more clearly. The blowing snow quickens its pace, a pure white blanket on the ground is thickening. I now understand that peace of mind can be achieved anytime and in any place. The vastness. New views of pristine beauty, past the false faces of the crowd, past the undimmed switch of reality. I'm on the pinnacle, in the light, not vulnerable to the no, the why not, or the denial of solutions. A river rushes below, and fills my soul like a mindful current unfulfilled, and a light unheeded. Nature's beauty, and this wisdom of time exist, clouded yet clear. Circumstantial evidence not clear, but knowing the existence of more. To see more than what can be seen, meeting the challenge, grasping at sublime frequencies. Trudging through this forest of time and place, knowing some but not knowing most. Brief period of time for one life, but intimately connected to all lives, to all life. Pausing on my walk, I see the owl in the tree. Is he looking at me? From his gaze I sense that he may know a secret that is a part of the eternal glee. Existential mindfulness of nature is present, but there is a feeling of desperation and deficiency that lingers. Vastness of space, gushing of potential, abundance of grace, and a love balm of emotion. The owl's stare delivers a revelation of truth and love all at the same time, directly from the heart of nature. I know you feel lost. I know you feel lost. I know you feel cheated. I know you feel alone. I know you feel defeated. What was once you is now gone, but you sing your own song. You've lost your sense of purpose, but you certainly can't be wrong. You look up into the sky, you're probably wondering why. All your days turn into a dark night and fail to take flight. I know you feel lost. I know you feel cheated. You've lost the real you and you feel so damn defeated. What have you got to say when you have nothing left to play? And your bare arms reach out in mourning for a life so forlorning. And wasn't it you that I met before as you fell onto the floor, grasping tightly at the life that you hid behind the door? Go toward the light, my friend, and follow your heart, because this is the best and only way to make your start. Follow the muse, follow your heart. Follow the trail right from the start. Follow the wise words, don't lose your head. You'll be better off that way, better than dead. Strange music provokes you but can't contain you. The world outside crumbling, much to pay heed to. Reasons for being existing in the light. Know the wise ways and always know what's right. Field and stream and pond and river. Nature's way does give me a shiver. Always in the mood to really know why. Youth dream fading, I say with a sigh. Trouble in paradise. Crumbling country caught in a storm. Crying families are becoming the norm. Washington, D.C. in such alarming disarray. Waiting for the moment for the night to turn to day. Careless moments even for a couple in love. As they huddle together below and above. National breakdown hitting the streets. The Civil War feelings are real, why be discreet? Long ago and far away, I dreamt about a world today. Full of love, full of peace, full of memories that do not cease. Full of you and full of me, now finally we can see. The beauty of the day, where nothing gets in our way. Dark days ahead. Dark and dreary days, hope for the future seems to be waning. Dark forecasts for the human race, violence at the Capitol draining. A battle between two different worldviews, conceptions of freedom differ greatly. A president inciting trouble is truly unprecedented. Why all of this lately? Is Trump derangement a syndrome, or is it reality perceived? Dysfunction is the norm, and there could be more to grieve. More what? Greater chaos? What is the purpose of all of this? Why does this happen in our USA, our precious oasis? Why does it have to be this way? The battles in the streets increasing night and day. People sick with COVID are finding more reasons to be scared. Fears, irrational thoughts, and conspiracy laid to bear. Democracy crumbling at its foundation, it seems. Are there more hopes for the American dream? Trying to find the good day by day, hour by hour. But the evidence is showing its sweet turned sour. Jesus was right. Love is the answer. Love one another. Strange days. Physical restrictions and COVID tishada hash our rules aren't restrictions. The mind is still free to love, to think, and to dream. A pandemic's threat, the rumble of the problematic storm shouldn't scare. Civil unrest and negativity could go anywhere. The glass always half full, always trudging ahead. Be brave for your sons, daughters, mothers, and fathers instead. It's not a normal time, but can be a time of opportunity. Time to refocus on the important things and treasures aplenty. Time to assess friendships. Time to do and say the important things. Time to forge ahead with the help of angels' wings. Plan of action, plan of productivity. What's your plan? How do you make your perfect stand? Write that great novel, paint that great painting, or write that new song, or form that new relationship, in order to gain a better grip. Learn how to better grow the precious flowers around you. Dream bigger, dream humongous, dream on a world scale. Find your peaceful place, do a favor for a friend. See the beauty and truth that never ends. See the potential all around you and weep. See that most of the love in the world is asleep. Be the light in chaos, when all is on fire around us. Be the one who says there is hope. Be the one who says there is love. Be the one who says there is truth. Be the one demonstrating how to live. It's only the crack that lets the light get through. Yes, Leonard, these are strange days indeed. Just in time. Will I find myself just in time to see the morning sun? Will I find myself just in time to see the joy and fun? Will I find myself just in time to realize my youth? Will I find myself just in time to prove what I need to prove? Will I find myself just in time to seek the light of day? Will I find myself just in time to look the other way? Will I find myself just in time to see the world end? Will I find myself just in time to feel the overall trend? Will I find myself just in time to see my soul brand new? Will I find myself just in time to see the real you? Will I find myself in morning sun where nobody walks away? Will I find myself in the cheerful morning where we eat, dream, and play? Precious time and hope. Precious time races by as the clock tells us it's time. It's time for now. It is time for us. It is time for love. And it is time for truth. Precious time tells us what's true and what matters. We imagine the moment in the beautiful package of now. What's past is past. The future is just a dream. It's the present moment with friends held in high esteem. Time is of the essence, but we are attached to the fabric of hope. Hope never loses momentum. Hope never pauses to hesitate, and hope never gives up. Hope is connected with faith. Dear Hope, I love you all of the time, not just some of the time. Lead with love. Lead with love, not hate or hesitation. Lead with the heart without reservation. Lead with the best part of yourself. With vim, vigor, and spiritual wealth. Aging prophesy, knowledge of mind. What on earth am I willing to find? Grandeur of life, planet of beauty. Survival comes with faith and duty. Lead with your mind, but focused on the love. Continual battle between the hawk and the dove. Lead with the love that is so close at hand, so that others following will understand. Terrible war. Sending young men to fight and die. Killing children in the night. Chaos and death on the ground. Chilling bombs, crazy sights and sounds. The world is in peril until it changes its ways. When will there be peace today? Tanks roar and buildings crumble. The stomach of my soul is beyond the rumble. Why scare so many innocent people? Why destroy the church and its steeple? We need to care more about our fellow man. Why not advocate for love, to care and understand? Maybe our purpose on earth is to say that there may be more a humane way. To respect all of the planet's life. We must curb the angst, it cuts like a knife. Dylan said the answer is blowing in the wind. No nuclear winter, portending life's end. Leaders like Confucius, Christ or Gandhi needed. So necessary lessons of pacification are heeded. Go where love goes, young man. It's your job to understand. The changes needed for the human race. Violent instincts we must erase. Mankind has a choice to live or perish. Precious future at stake that we love and cherish. No more time to hesitate or stall. Climb morality's stairs, one and all. I gazed at the trees. I gazed at the trees on the golden hill, billowing soft beauty, giving me a thrill. I saw the trees of green brilliant in the light. I tried to hold back tears with all of my might. The beauty of the earth is so very true, each of us perceiving a different hue. Welcome to the party, welcome to the dance. Life engaging life, surely more than chance. The blue sky and the clouds like cotton strands. Here is the wonder and I hold it in my hands. Hands of freedom and hands of love. Hands to create, hands directly above. Here is the lesson I learned today. It's about love and truth on brilliant display. It's all about a miracle one might proclaim. Experience never so different, never quite the same. Struggle. Full of fear, full of doubt. Full of ins, full of out. Looking at you, looking at me. Seeing what I'm not supposed to see. Family friction and everyday strife. Clinging and wishing for a better life. Why so constrained and why so blue? Trying to find the colorful you. Mighty struggle in this mortal coil. Age's death grip drives us to the soil. A lifetime can make a dreadful mess. Some search for more, some search for less. Reach out cause it's not too late. To find one's passions one should not abate. Meaning carved out of our finite lives. Help me, Great Spirit, make me fly. Mellifluous words. Mellifluous words flow through the air, bringing me calm, hours without care. Mellifluous words in good taste. Quiet peace without haste. What's wrong with the world today? While we work away. Finding not a calm moment to pause. Finding instead routines, rules and laws. Mellifluous words stated with ease. Calming voices in the summer breeze. Blocking out the world's warlike ways. Satisfying the soul during our dark days. Just as you are. Debbie, just as you are my shining star. Always there to talk with wherever you are. Decent, concerned, and kind. Without you I would be out of my mind. There will be battles ahead we will fight. United together with all of our might. Helping each other all the way through. The Jeff Deb team, the sacred two. Through thick and thin and pain and strife, I would entrust you with my life. Forever friends and lovers indeed. Being with you is all I need. Struggle of man. Where does this come from? This certainty without knowledge. This Dunning-Kruger effect of the ego. What makes men and women divide by left and right? What makes our souls so dark we cannot see? What focuses on the outside instead of you and me? What worries us deep within? Where do we go now and where to begin? Translucent focus, but a need to be transparent. Walking the path, but never the errant. Seeking to fight and seeking to see. The truth, hope and light of the real me. I find beauty. I find beauty in the passing days. I find beauty in your winsome ways. I find beauty in passers-by. I find beauty in you and I find beauty in a peaceful stream. I find beauty in your eyes that gleam. I find beauty in your wistful ways. I find beauty in all of our days. I can't stop thinking it's true. The best for me is always you. Advice for a friend. Maintain your magic whatever the cost. Inner and outer, or else it is lost. Discover the friendships that make you feel good inside. Paint them with love and kindness and even pride. Notice the little things that come from within. See the danger signs before trouble begins. Know the words to say and which ones to save. It's only you and your actions. You will need to be brave. Feel like the lucky one, the fortunate one indeed. Know the positivity and know to plant the seed. Far more often one should reach out for greatness, rather than sink into the trap of short-sightedness. What is this life? What is this life that I hold in my hand? It allows me to fall or to make a stand. What is this life that helps me see the real you, the real me? What is this air I breathe? The moment vulnerable to seize. What allows me to interact, to add rather than subtract. What makes it fun to do certain things? To goof around or pursue solemn searchings? What makes it more than grand? To want only to hold your hand? What is this life that allows me to love? To gather the prize and partake of? To see the wisdom of the ages? To discover where the power of the heart rages? Last breath. Bye-bye birds, bye-bye nest. Bye-bye what I love the best. Bye-bye you, bye-bye me. Bye-bye all I have to see. Bye-bye voice, bye-bye song. Bye-bye our chance to get along. Bye-bye wisdom, bye-bye truth. Hello dark age, bye-bye youth. Bye-bye words, bye-bye air. I guess we won't get anywhere. Bye-bye trees, bye-bye grass. First thing I see might be the last. Glad I had you in a morning song. I love the way we got along. We'll meet again sometime, I guess. I found love more and surely not less. There's a place I long to see. It's full of you and full of me. Distant starlight Sunday best. Our story's there, you know the rest. It fills my mind. Like a gentle breeze it comes. Whispering on the wind it comes. Like a gentle breeze it comes. It fills my mind, it fills my mind. Like birds in summer. Hushed voices in springtime. I hold you tight. Falling in love, falling in love. Like you and I. We find our way home. Like you and I. We find our way home, find our way home. Like a summer breeze it comes. Like you and I. Like a summer breeze it comes. It fills my mind, fills my mind. Like you and I. Our love shows all the time. Like you and I. You fill my mind, you fill my mind. Memorial for Steph. I see your face over and over again. I cannot pretend you're not here. I wait for a sign or a notification. I'm patient for our souls to persevere. Sitting in my home waiting for your call. Sitting here wondering if I'll ever hear anything new. Scared out of my wits, waiting for my spirits to fall. Chasing out the bad thoughts, chasing out the blues. Thinking about your humor and your special grace. Thinking about the time you made me laugh so hard. Thinking about the time you put me in my place. Wondering why fate would play this cruel card. That's life, I guess it is true. I cannot chase the blues away about you. I cannot sit and stare in space. But I know you're with me, spirit, time, and place. There's so much love in my heart today. There's so much love in this game we play. There's so much love in the you and the me. There's so much love in the future we see. There's so much light and the grass is green. There's so much hope more than can be seen. There's so much light in this world which is round. There's so much goodness in taste, sight and sound. There's so much grace in that which we call we. As we carry each other to eternity. There's so much joy for me and you. There's so much great work for us to do. Praise. Praise of sunshine, praise of dew. Praise of the new day, praise of you. Praise of hearts who are held so true. Praise of the cracks of light, pushing through. Praise for justice, praise for peace. Praise for the good things done in the least. Praise for highlights, praise for the moon. Praise for everlasting coming our way soon. Praise for you and praise for me. Praise for the world that's meant to be. Praise for rivers, streams, and lakes. Praise for your love which I will never forsake. Praise for highways, byways, and rustling winds. Praise the love between next of kin. Praise for summer, spring, winter, and fall. Praise for the courage to go for it all. Unknown reality. Somersaults into the unknown reality. Graceful time exists for all. Finding ways to parachute. Into the ideal disastrous fall. Finding time to find ways to think. But not too deep, not too far to sink. Troubled times, troubled lot. Traveling into the time forgot. Peaceful ways and finding the time. Expressing myself with ample rhyme. Travel the pathway to the less than normal, weaving my way to the perfect informal. Fears of the new shoved into the past, to a brave new world that surely will not last. Human dreams and close connections stay, pushing moral impediments out of the way. Time is precious, hoping and dreaming our wishes come true, hoping you love what I love about you, waiting and trying for the next time. So proud of why I'm feeling so fine. Can't understand why we can't live forever. Can't pursue every path and endeavor. Saying the right words make them come through. It's all I have to say and it's all about you. Can't remember when I didn't love you all the time. Compassion isn't silly, happiness is not a crime. Wishes, dreams, and hopes surely do come true. It's like we both want it and all I want is you. Billowing beauty. Billowing willows in my backyard. Beauty evident I cannot disregard. Picturesque scenery obvious to the awake. Waiting for the gorgeous picture I will take. What have I discovered on my own turf? A silence, grace and nature unearthed. Still waters of my soul discover comfort and shade. Thankful for the graceful presence it has made. Greenness captured in July's essence. Walden's inspiration and many life lessons. Drinking up Mother Nature in a dream untold. Revitalizing my spirit, a pleasure filled with gold. Thinking about our song. Listening to Van Morrison, Sunday morning coffee cup full of love. Searching, observant to the penetrating universe above. Spellbound by beauty of the melody and the sublime point of view. Mesmerized. Have I told you lately that I love you? Peace, days, and strength, simple and profound. You fill my heart with gladness, baby, I want you around. Frame of mind quite sublime and true. Ease my troubles is what you do. Getting back to basics of your grace. Listening and touching your loving place. Reaching to the highest height. Bright future, our togetherness takes flight. Let's listen to our song the rest of our days. New dreams and potential beautifully ablaze. I like when I can talk to you about my hopes, and we cheerfully climb love's amazing slopes. My love is strong, true and right. I pick you in off we tease me out we fall off out we tease hoon at the first sight. Sweet and rare as Tupelo honey. Your soulful love, greater than money. Scary dream. Mean shadows on the wall of my room. Unsightly dreams bringing such doom. One could lash out at such extreme fright. Tossing and turning for the rest of the night. Goblins here and everywhere in sight. Ghosts reflecting strange beams of light. My worries turn ugly as I awake in a sweat. Never denying the ever-present scent of death. Blood-curdling reality is ever present here. Ship of insanity, no captain to steer. No rainbows of luck, dark visions creep. Into the night of limitless and frightening sleep. Could there be an answer to this darkness? This reeling confusion, no one to stand with. Is it real, contrived, or something in between? The soul tells me the answer in a dream. Sitting on the back porch. Melody in my ear, classical and artful sound. Tommy Emmanuel Beatles tune, I'm springtime bound. Witnessing the birds and the budding happy trees. Robins play love songs in the early morning breeze. World shows me how it's brand new. Giving the angels what they are due. Sometimes in the morning light. We live with zest and forget the fright. Grim and long shadows from the trees. But no anger and angst here, please. Take your troubles to another place. Because I'm here to enjoy nature's pure grace. Leonard's courage. I'm going to go out like Leonard Cohen. Facing love and truth and poetry until the end. I'm going to go out like the master. With all of my compassion to send. I'm going to go out like the man. Who fights with powerful verse in hand. Who makes an artistic stand. Who always has a plan. Dancing until the end of love. With our evolving souls in flame. Thunder and lightning above. What happens to the heart is not the same. Rage against the dying of the light. Remember youth's magic and suffering is might. Cradle the innocent, but hurtling towards the dark. Life is not a game, it's really quite an art. You create love. You create love. You create peace. You are the loving thing, and you do it with ease. Your smile makes me laugh, and you do it all the time. You take me to my happy place, and you make it all rhyme. I was walking down the path of love one day, I said, look at that love, I like it that way. It's hard to be pessimist when you look at the light, because the life is coming in with all of its might. People trying to tell me life is so wrong, but when I look at your smile, I start my own song. People trying to tell me life is so wrong, but when I look at your smile, I start my own song. Take it onward and upward. Take it all the way. Take the loving spirit. Take it all day. Take it with you when you leave. Take it while you drive. Take it when you grieve. Take it while you're alive. Take it when you're here and there. Take it when you're everywhere. Take it with you traveling home. Take it when you're all alone. Take it all of the time. Take it and make it fine. Take it when you leave home. Take it wherever you roam. Take it to the limit. Take more than you give it. Take it with when you die. Take it instead of asking why. Take it with a friend. Take it with a foe. Take it with interest. Take it wherever you go. Turn down the noise, turn down the hype. Turn down the fake, turn down the gripe. Turn up the joy, turn up the grace. Turn on the life, put a smile on your face. Show your friends some effort, show them some compassion. Show them what you feel, show them real fashion. Show them what you know, show them how you feel. Show them what is loving, truthful and real. Turn down the violence, turn down the tragic. Turn down the negative, make your own magic. Turn on the lights, show the real you. Turn on the lights, you see what you have to do. Hedges Road. Don't take me down Hedges Road, where the crabgrass grows with no boundaries, and the weeds live where they want to, where the fences are all tattered. Don't take me down Hedges Road, where the country is mocked and dreams explode. Don't take me down the rugged and rough way, because my soul is smooth and completely unfrayed. Don't take me down Hedges Road, where dreams are sparse and troubles unload. Don't take me down Hedges Road, where ego is king and morals erode. Don't take me down Hedges Road, where the left tire is flat and common sense corrodes. Don't take me down Hedges Road, where chaos reigns and expectations are low. There is a better road. There's a new cat in the neighborhood. There's a new cat in the neighborhood, and his name is John. He won't be kind, he won't be here for long. He'll marry another and make new friends. We'll wait and see how this sad story ends. He'll prance and posture and play the friend game, until one by one they find his empathy lame. All practiced and polished, he will swindle you dry. His life is all a show, his whole life a lie. There's a new cat in neighborhood, and his game is rough. You must stand your ground, you must call his bluff. He's bad to the bone and will hurt all in his way. Make a beeline for the door, because he's bound to stay. There's a new cat in town, and he's playing for keeps. He plays with emotions and cares not who weeps. Please fly away, cause this man will do you harm. No substance, just anger, and all he has is charm. Dear Lord, I hope Jesus is with you today, because this feral feline is ready and willing to play. Heaven. I'm traveling to the end of the sun, where victories are seen and dreams are won. I'm traveling to the end of the sun, where celebration takes place and songs are sung. I'm traveling to the end of the earth, where wings fly high and newness gives birth. I'm traveling to the end of the now. I'm not sure about where, when, or how. I'm traveling to the end of time. where there is no fear and spirit does climb. I'm traveling to the end of the streets, where hearts are satisfied and dreams complete. I'm traveling to the end of love, where beauty persists and always above. I'm traveling across the rainbow skies, where there are no falsehoods or lies. I'm traveling to the perfect peace, where my heart lies calm and pain does cease. I'm traveling to the perfect place, pointing towards the light where souls embrace. Fleeting time. As years go by, life has more meaning. Do we simply exist, or is it all dreaming? The cascade of days flows smoothly by. As I look to the world, I wonder why. Slow fading life held in my hand. All the commotion and trouble I barely understand. Take a whiff of courage and might and will. See the earth so beautiful, so incredibly still. I'm puzzled at the infinity of time. Life is so short, but so wonderfully sublime. Existence is good in most of its ways. Humans scrambling for purpose most of their days. Where is my here and where is my now? But mostly I'm wondering why and how. How do I make my case in point? Pondering which of God's wonders to anoint. Cheerful expression, look of love. Less like the hawk, more like the dove. Wandering endlessly in nature's grace. Finding my best effort, time and place. Rachel, you passed on a beautiful and warm summer day. Rachel, you breath of fresh air, surrounded by love. Cancer robbed you of later years, conjured up all kinds of fears. But you met it with grace and courage on that warm summer day. The Eiffel Tower, air supply, creativity and giving. Your smile encouraged us all to live our best living. Spending time with you is always worthwhile. Our sorrow so deep, you walked the extra mile. Rachel graceful, Rachel true. What are we now to do? Your life has passed, but always in our hearts. Without you we must make a new start. We see her beautiful soul now. We see it in plain view. We see the tears on the faces. We see the love shining through. We comfort each other with grace, hope, and love. Remembering Rachel as she soars above. Bright and vibrant colors to remember you by. You touched our earth, you touched our sky. Please say a prayer for Rachel tonight. As she soars above, an angel in flight. A caring mother, children now on their own. Her spirit is still here and we're never alone. Poem 40. This is poem 40, and what do I write? Something heavy or something light? What subject do I think about today? Where is the source, and it goes which way? Where is the muse I love so much? To love, to think about, and to touch. Where is the way through the dark enchanted woods? As a brave poet, how do I deliver the goods? There must be a path to the clearing. Is it me or is it God steering? Many thoughts in my head at once, always with challenges on many fronts. So as I put my pen to paper today, I just have to say, will the muse leave or will he stay? I've got to find one way to express the great more and not the empty less. Death. What is death? Darkness and no more? Or is there something extra at the core? Is there a soul that survives? Or is that something humans contrive? What's it like to not exist? No laughter, crying, no more clenched fist. What's it like to not be? No time and no future to see. Tell me it's okay. Tell me it's perfect peace. Tell me all the pain and all the trouble does cease. Tell me life continues in some form. Tell me there's a way out of the storm. It comes down to you and me. Living is what you make it, you see. Life's colorful canvas will come to an end, but it's never over for you and me, my friend. Bold is the only way. Don't go through life shyly. Don't think about doing it mildly. Give it your best shot. Might as well, and why not? The beauty ahead makes life sweet. Like the multicolored flowers we often meet. The sweet-tasting wine of friends and song shows us that we really belong. Why drift by when we can focus on the goal? to be not an empty vessel but a brilliant soul. I see loved ones being gay and enjoying the laughs. But are they really living before their last gasps? Who knows what time has in store? Hopefully there's much, much more. But if we don't try, we'll never know. Time to dive head first into the show. Stormy college reunion. Stormy night on the porch at Hughes Hall. Nostalgia for one and surely for all. Sharing stories and belly laughs. Even enjoying the most outrageous gaffes. As the night roars, we think about our precious time. How we are lucky to be here and the clock does chime. Gratitude for everything that is gone now and missed. Sweetness and sadness commonly coexist. This freedom on the porch focusing on the now. As we have traveled further than many are allowed. The storm a reminder of how we must prize. The life that goes like lightning before all of our eyes. The mystery. A virus here, a virus there, a virus seems to be everywhere. A symptom here, a symptom there requiring traveling with. Extreme care. Deepest mystery, a new paradigm of science, causing us to question our own self-reliance. Will the variants ever stop, or do we stay petrified in fear? Scared to go far and scared to go near. How much longer will this breakout last? Afraid of the future, clinging to the past. How safe are the vaccines? The petrified cry. Is it science or is it all a big lie? We can stand together and fight, or divided we fall. We have to find the answer or it's tough times for all. Peacemakers lament. Oh, I wish war was gone. Oh, I had heard it could be destroyed. Give it the boot, sing it its final song. So nobody has to be angry and annoyed. Get rid of the anger, get rid of the strife. Get rid of arguments that stand in the way. Let people live a better life. This is what I have to say. Convert indifference to love. Shout to the heavens above. Or you're not welcome anymore. Greet compassion, show hate the door. It may take a long time to get rid of the murder and the crime. Trouble could raise its ugly head. Or will we experience tranquility instead? Careful ways. The way to work is soft, not hard. Planning gently to make a new start. Careful not to miss the right way. Stirring the waters not too much today. Casual dreaming, nonchalant view. Helping and caring and feeling deeply for you. Nothing lost in avoiding careless ways. In doing this, there's nothing more to say. Good things come to those who wait. Not worrying about being a little late. Not fretting much about the big frantic pace. Because the tortoise usually wins the race. I have the choice to do what's right. I have the choice to use all my might. I have the choice to be alone. I have the choice to set the tone. I have the will to try very hard. I have the will to make a good start. I have the will to change my views. I have the will to see a new you. I have a chance to touch the sky. I have a need to wonder why. I have the right to be number one. I have the courage to see that it's done. Far and wide. If you care to dream whatever you will, a stagnant life will not stay still. If you travel somewhere in the day, make sure the colorful story goes your way. If you would make a cheerful new friend, you may not know where the journey will end. Until you reach strong, far and wide, you'll never realize what's inside. An old man's dream. Strange dreams I had last night. I was far away from sight. The people I met were strange and good. I could say hello in a brand new neighborhood. Bizarre feelings after my sleep. It wasn't too strong, it did not make me weep. Was that my mother holding my hand? As I entered that uncharted land, where yesterdays are gone and the future appears. Could this dream be meant to assuage my fears? Yet there is comfort in the night, as I chase the stars so bright. One more summer day. Give me one more summer day, where the birds sing and sunlight does play. Give me one more peaceful night, where the crickets chirp in their sublime delight. Give me one more chance at youth. No time misspent, heading toward a final truth. Squinting through the intense light of love. Beautiful sunlight penetrating above. Each day a gift from a higher source. Enjoying each moment, nature sets the course. What I know and proclaim is true, is what I can and cannot see through. Porch swing night, peace of the gods. You and I together, what are the odds? Each season is gravy and there is a lot. Each life a great novel, we're lost in the plot. As we go down today, let us go down to the place that we found, a place that we found. Far away. You can bring trouble and I'll bring his double as we go down today. You think I'm crazy and I think you're lazy as we go down today. Oh, you think I'm lazy and I think you're crazy as we go down today. Let's have it out, let's find the answer today. Let's both reach out, maybe we can make it a better day. We don't need pain, we've suffered enough anyway. All I need is you, together we find a better way. Let me bring love from the place up above as we go down today. You can bring your brother and I'll bring another as we go down today. It will all make sense as we find the right defense as we go down today. You can bring Jesus and I bring my reasons as we go down today. Let's have it out, let's find the answer today. Let's both reach out, maybe we can make it a better day. We don't need pain, we've suffered enough anyway. All I need is you, together we find a better way. We can bring love from that place up above as we go down today. We can bring love from that place up above as we go down today. Broken man. There was an old man and his name was Jess. He might have done what he cannot confess, thinking about the life he might have lived. Strange how it seems it all goes through the sieve. A failed life and a writer by trade. What happened to all the plans he made? Tried to strike it rich, tried to be a saint, crying and shouting about the man he ain't. Speaking out at the top of his lungs. Tears abound about the song not sung. Furious night, the past won't rescue him. Quite disturbing, the way he now lives. He's a broken man through and through. What else is he supposed to do? His heart is aching all of the time. Never found love and the sun don't shine. The end of summer. Desperate sunlight rapping on my window pane. Last days of summer are here again. Days are waning and night takes over. Into the cold, dark hands of October. As September takes its last breath. Trees and flowers bravely face their death. I'm not fond of fall, it truly does seem. Because warmth leaves, it's the end of the gleam. Joy, oh joy, where are you now? Can you tell by my weathered brow? Hope seems lost and new dreams seem distant. But love struggles to stay alive in every instant. The fates. No one knows when the fates will sway. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. Feeling the grip of time's icy hand. I struggle and stumble to take a stand. What's in store after we die? Living in life's memories we try and try. It slips away, it evaporates dry. It leaves us anxiously wondering why. Oh fate, tell me where I stand today. Tell me the answer where fears allay. Tell me how to think, jump and play. Love and truth show me the way. The road may be long, scary and deep. But without risk, what will I reap? I see the stunning sun setting off in the west. Will I have courage to face the rest? Each faces the unknown in different ways. Within a poignant and ravishing haze. Precious time evaporates by the hour. As we see which demons we need to devour. Let our souls be a candle in the dark. In the cave, a hopeful spark. Know all that you can become. Until the day's work is done. Loving fall. Beautiful morning orange are the trees. The fallen leaves give soft repose. I wait on the soft edge of being. As the summer slowly goes, where is the brilliant sunlight now? the kind I wished for somewhere somehow. Golden leaves fall all around me. Destiny calls, nature astounds me. With deep breaths of life comes continuing strife. Eventually we all fall down, but hope comes through solid and sound. The crunching of leaves, the smell of hot apple cider. The cool breeze in my face makes my soul all the lighter. Cold reminder of the cycle of life. But good memories can persist so ever ripe. Breath is visible at first October's dawn. Leaves fall gently on this peaceful morning lawn. Face the cold with courage and glee. The dying of the light is no place for me. The leaves will fall and some tears too, as we trudge through time, me and you. Corporate stalemate. The hours turn to days, to months, to years. In the hamsters will I try to steer, working with no end in sight, manufacturing direction with all of my might. It's strange to be treading water, when competition gets meaner and hotter, when the rigors of the job get more intense. Seems I'm always looking over the fence. Days have some meaning, but purpose needs fulfilling. Is it my very healthy soul I'm killing? Let's stop and think today. How much is me and how much is they? The wall. I tried to find the answer, but stumbled behind the wall. I got tired of choosing and decided to gently fall. Never mind the losing. I just got tired of it all. Wind pressed against my cheeks. Howling of the ages. Sometimes the future looks grim. As I continue to turn the pages, life experience was well lived. Facing the future with grace. Who knows what's left in me, as youth flees without a trace. Love in your heart. Do you know love in your heart? Or do you just know how to play your part? Do you cover yourself in laughter? Or do you camouflage forever after? Do the stains on the windowsill represent your soul? Or is it the light coming in that your eyes behold? Is your face hiding cold and repressed rage? Or with forgiveness will you turn the page? I can't completely figure you out, my friend. It's possible this doubt will never end. But when I see your relaxed smile, I know the beauty you're truly intending to show. Old. As we lose our abilities, we gain appreciation for the things we have. As we grow old, we remember times when everything worked, and the mind was sharp, exuding curiosity. The sad thing is they all go, body, spirit, and mind. The aging process is not always kind. We live our life one day at a time, as we fade further away from our prime. But please don't worry and don't fret. One great life is all we get. More. You have one shot, make it count. You have one life, make it shine. Have a purpose without a doubt. Find a road you can call mine. Go for a thrill, go for a ride. See what is truly inside. Aim to play fair, aim to play clean. Be the greatest person ever seen. Learn to jump, learn to fly. Never bother asking why. Treasure the moment, truly be blessed. Understand the more and not the less. There is more love left. Desperation in the air. Desperation everywhere. When will we get it right? Trying with all of our might. Time gets shorter and care gets greater. Fuels the soul sooner rather than later. Existence is short, love all we can. The spiritual kind before time began. Look to the light, look up above. It's gentle and precious as a graceful dove. Look to the west, look to the east. Look for the soul's value to increase. Look real close and look real deep. The secrets to treasure, the answers to keep. Dad, frozen in time. Dad crystallizes memories of mine. Sitting in this waiting room thinking of him. Wishing for the best but out on a limb. Life not so nice, but in him I see hope. Every indication of yes, no evidence of no. Stories of love and stories to treasure. Feelings of family, hard to measure. Someday I will walk out into the world without Dad. No doubt that I will be beyond sad. There will be many questions to ponder and to see, but his love and encouragement will always exist in me. Saving life. Wide expanses of the universe, but I only know my home. Friendly earth, nature's miracles every day show. Show me now, show me the features. Show me how to relate to all of God's creatures. Save the earth, save the sky, save the seas. We cannot accomplish our goal with aimless ease. I have the freedom to play my part. Preserving life, the most esteemed form of art. Stay out of trouble and lead the way. For this grand purpose I must have a say. Love and the world. In years to come the world will become a meaner place. Environment flying out of balance, ethics hardly a trace. There will come a time when mankind is challenged to the hilt, and some will wonder why all this civilization was built. Tearing apart is easy, but building is difficult and slow. This concept is important for the children to know. The love we express on earth is key, even though progress is slow to see. Wading through the tears in my eyes, I see a grand and marvelous surprise. I see future grandchildren anxious to find a world which is so much more than kind. Hearing bad news. I can tell by the light coming from your eyes that emotions flow with no disguise. What you communicate to me is the pure essence of what is to be. Telling me this, I pause and stare into space, not noticing time or place. It seeps in slowly and takes affect. Emotions gushing, trying to keep them in check. What has happened, I cannot stop fate. The power of the moment I cannot overstate. Many well wishes from my partner in time, telling me that sadness is surely not a crime. Golden vacation. I'm going on a vacation. I'm going on a trip. There's going to be elation. It's going to be so hip. You can surely see it in my eyes. The future's golden now, near as the prize. Sitting by the pool and lying in the sun. Fun and enjoyment shared by everyone. Palm trees wave in the distant breeze. In the warmth it's pure joy we seize. Turning Eithnon we see tune. What does the future hold? For one relatively old, who still wants to stay, still learning to play. What's left in this banquet of life, where youth's edge cuts like a knife? Where is the magic that's still here, where we dream but bravely fear? Standing strong, not fearing the reaper. Finding compassion, I am my brother's keeper. Not staying mired in fear's grip. Staying engaged but apprehensive of the trip. Surviving in the cancer of this world, while the winds of confusion do solemnly swirl. Locating the essence of the true me, as hope rushes restlessly in the cool breeze. It's my life, time and place, wanting to stay strong in this race, seeing all of the potential still, which lies beyond the next hill. Come what may, if I could kiss the sun I would not hold back, for it's one life we have. In dreams there is nothing we lack. If I could touch my dreams I would, sailing into some wonderful night, doing what one man could, striving with all my might. If I could change the past I would, seeing past potential fluttering in the breeze, watching different lives pass before me, achieving my goals with ease. What can I plan, do or say, to have it more my way, still waiting for a new day, piloting the future come what may. Tilted by prayer, now tilted in prayer, humbled by the river. Awareness now shifts, I am shaken by a shiver, mesmerized by nature and its powerful current, knowing the true essence, knowing what's urgent. I turn my head to the stars and what do I see? A brilliant display, a wonderful tapestry. Moonlight reflects off the river's edge. I'm careful not to step off the ledge. Beauty reigns on this river tonight. As I pause to reflect on this wonderful sight, I talk to the sky and question the meaning. Is there a purpose in someone intervening? Suddenly something different. I throw a stone into the pond and ripples make it suddenly something different. I share a kind word and a friend's world is suddenly something different. I share a smile and the energy in the room is suddenly something different. I take a political stand and it can make society suddenly something different. Dancing with Emily Dickinson. If I met Emily Dickinson, I'd ask her to dance. I'd ask her a question, I would take a chance. I'd ask her how lovely the sky is today. I'd tell her to explain it in her own particular way. I would study the way she would prance about. I would marvel at the way she moved in and moved out. Total access to this gold-plated poet. A treasure in front of me, not even knowing it. I might see myself in her eyes. I can't hold back, there is no disguise. Poetry is the future and the future is bright. I might be wrong, but I'm probably right. Beauty surrounds me. I want beauty to surround me, like a lover to hold me. I want beauty to be real. I don't want it to be concealed. I'm looking for a kind things around me. The fruits of my actions will astound me. Searching for the many multitudes of good. Looking to do what I really should. Carefully finding my way to the light. I'm really trying to make it right. Making my way to the promised land. With a strong urge to understand. And the appreciation of me and you. That's all I ever needed to do. Carefully finding my way to the light. I'm really trying to make it right. Daryl, you went away too soon. How could I not have had a clue that you would be taken so abruptly? It jostled my soul unjustly. You backed me, you taught me, you mentored me. You supported me, you molded me and cared for me. Your moral universe bent toward justice. Islands of genius amongst us. An extraordinary person you were. Hope and knowledge for sure. You were the best for mankind. Exploring the limits of the mind. You cared for all of us. Much more than we could discuss. Dreams of knowledge stay alive. New purposes always thrive. You gave us mellowing as a humble gift. Our souls you did gently uplift. Our hearts hopeful, we learned our own song to sing. Hope for humanity your compassion did bring. Thankful. I'm thankful for the stars and the sun and the rain. And even the pain. I'm thankful for the love and the you and the me. And the ecstasy of living a life fulfilled. I'm thankful for the smiles I see everywhere. Even for the grayness in my hair. I'm thankful for every moment of life. I'm thankful for my generous wife. I'm thankful for the glass half full. I'm thankful for the push and pull. I'm thankful for the astounding grace I see every day in your beautiful face. I'm thankful for the coming together and the unity and the pieces that go together so beautifully. I am in love with beauty and truth. Getting older but looking back at youth. How we live the rest of our days, it seems, would depend on the power of our dreams. And if we can't fix things today, our love will be led completely astray. I am thankful for the essence that makes love pure. It's undeniable, I'm really sure. Take time to meditate on all you see. It will empower you to reach for eternal glee. Gray skies. Not sunny, not cloudy, but just plain gray. How do I get the light to come back and stay? Which way must I push or pull? To take in the breath of life and make it full. It's not the average day I'm looking for, but a day like I've never seen before. Taking stock of what's before me. Trying different things that will astound me. Don't rain on my parade today, gray sky. I want to know where the true essence lies. Out of the blue and into the light. I'm not choosing wrong, and I'm siding with the right. Wonderful Ryan. Wondering tonight if you're doing all right. My son in the world with a future so bright. Troubles exist and the turbulence is real. I'm experiencing the depth of what a father does feel. You live on your own and decisions are made. A father waits patiently as the best plans are laid. Relationship and job pressures do abound, hoping that each journey ends safe and sound, wishing that you work it out all on your own, and wanting you to feel not so alone. Because we all go through these troubles and this strife, trying to make the best sense out of life. Here's my thought for you today, that in this troubled world you don't forget to play. Don't lose that childlike gleam in your eye. I love you forever, my wonderful rye. Hand in Hand Forever. This poem originally appeared in my first book published in 2003 titled Our Brown-Eyed Boy. I added 2 verses and reworked some other details today to reflect some of my latest feelings about my youngest son, Stephen. When I first wrote this poem, Stephen was 7 years old. He is now 25. Lately we have seen more behavioral issues, but we are teaching him hugs again. I am optimistic for the future. You take my hand, you give me 5. I love you and help you survive. Hand in hand we face the world. A novel to be written, a story to be told. When you took your first steps, we cried with joy. I was learning, what a treasure, what a great boy. You are a person of value for sure. For better or worse, or for richer or poorer. You're not a cruel mistake of nature, but a Picasso flower to love and nurture. Your playfulness is strong and wise. Truth and beauty live deep in your eyes. What does the future hold, we ask? You're an adult now and we are ready for the task. As you grow and change, you still need love. Hugs from mom and dad you can't get enough of. We love you all the time, you know that's true. You're a special son and caring is what we came to do. To help you through life with a guiding hand. Hoping our kindness you will always understand. Getting old with my love. I feel invested in your love, I feel you so close. I feel the bones creak, but friendship is always the most. I hear the echoes from your room, help is what you're asking for. We're buckling down, getting ready for what's in store. There is magic in the air, and still a sense that we care, that propels us on and on, always hoping for another dawn. We both look into the mirror, and we notice we're still here. The youth we saw is gone, but still feel like we belong. The ghost of time echoes through the caverns of our lives, casting new meaning on every day that arrives. Not afraid of the future, but responsible for our past. Enjoying each moment, as we know it will not last. Hope. Hope in the future, that golden dream. Positivity is better felt than seen. To have a friend to share events of today. To reinforce hope in what both will say. What's the purpose and key to life? What would it take to see both sides? What would the entire answer be? What is the best direction of life to see? Are we invested in the purpose of existence? Or are we to follow the path of less resistance? Do we know the real answer of the dream? Or do we only see reality via what can be seen? So let's have hope about what we do today. That will reinforce the dreams we do and say. Let's help others see the light, to learn what's wrong and what is right. A visit with Charlie at the nursing home. I see Charlie in his nursing home bed. All the things to say and all the things left unsaid. How to choose discourse in the final stages, as his course toward death internally rages. Who's going to fix this moment at hand, when all I truly want to do is understand? I tell him I'm thankful for his friendship and how hard he tries. He presses on the side rails and attempts to rise. I tell him that Christmas spirit is in the air, but to challenge his beliefs I do not dare. He says, "Jeffrey, I don't believe in such things." As I turn and leave the nursing home room in tears, he says something to assuage all of my fears. He says, "Merry Christmas, Jeffrey," and I will remember this for all the rest of my years. The arduous climb. This rocky and abstract path I walk, avoiding the noxious but talking the talk. Climbing the mountain, wind against my face, making the memories that time cannot erase. I make my stand and fate rages before me. Death and tragedy won't defeat me. I now see the white snowy cap, the end in sight. As I trudge through the snow, it's victory's delight. All that I can and ever wanted to be remains a major mystery. Pondering the Numinous, looking heaven's way, glancing at the snowy peak where I will forever stay. A Hallmark world. If life were a Hallmark movie, I wouldn't be sad. I would think about all of the good things and always be glad. The man from the city would come and run the inn. Bliss will be felt, and we would grin a big grin. Is it the woman's boyfriend who is secretly a prince? Or is it the small-town mayor discovering someone to love? Or is it a miracle that changes all things? Or new music through the town that eternally rings? Oh, give me Norman Rockwell, give me the good old days. Give me a world without cognitive haze. Give me a place where I can live and play with delight. Give me peace and hot chocolate throughout the night. Though true happiness may be meant for fools, I can glance at a world where contentment does rule. There's no other place I'd rather be than in this Hallmark world that I'm thrilled to see. The table. I found myself rushing to where commotion lives, sprinting to where the lifeblood is, heading to the table as long as I am able, to give what there is to give. Walking the walk and talking the talk, trying not to get it wrong, contributing to the conversation in depth, respecting the length, width, and breadth. I'm hearing my own song. Memories. I have such wonderful memories with you. Feeling the sands of the beach in Mexico, the grains between our toes. Hearing the whistling of the wind on that warm summer night that caressed our cheeks. Remembering the bench we both sat on in 1993 when you leaned on my shoulder. Recalling that day I saw you coming down the aisle glowing with pride, looking at me so lovingly. I remember when we renewed our vows on that pier on the Caribbean Sea. I think back to when we first made love, and we became lovers and best friends. I cherish when we told each other we would take care of each other forever, sickness and in health. Most of all, I treasure the truth that marrying you was the best choice I ever made in my life. I want to love. I want to live, want to live, want to live. I want to love, want to love, want to live. Now you know, I want to love. Now you know, I want to love. I want the truth in my life. I want the truth in my life. I want you to know how I'm feeling. I want you to know how I'm feeling. I know you well. I know you well, know you well. Please don't hesitate to be on my side. Please don't hesitate to be on my side. I want the ideal you and the ideal me, hugging up in a tree. Feel the intense and wonderful glee. For you and me, for you and me. I want to love only you. I want to love only you, only you. A painful duel. The man wondered why he had no friends, no shoulder to cry on, no way to pretend. He wondered why the world was so cruel. Why is being kind was such a painful duel? Why are social structures so strict? Why are the windows so narrow and thick? Why did I pick these friends I picked? The situation almost makes me sick. Why does life seem so much like a trap or a prison, when there's so much positivity to envision? Why must I have to look away from love, when caring and trust is what I'm made of? Over the edge. I'm going over the edge. I'm going over the edge. I'm going over the edge for you. I'm living a daring dream. I'm living in between. I'm living a fantasy with you. My future is over the edge. My past is already done. My future is over the edge with you. Sometimes it feels unreal when you smile and say that you could live on and on with me some way. Sometimes it makes me feel so brand new when you state calmly, I love you. I have feelings over the edge. My life is poetry over the edge. My time is precious and over the edge. With you. With you. Past dreaming. Past dreaming I knew I was seeking. Past dreaming of you. Past dreaming I knew was thinking of you. Past dreaming I thought I was seeing. Past dreaming of you. Past dreaming I knew I was trying. Past dreaming of you. Past dreaming I knew I was loving. Past dreaming, my mind kept thinking of you. Past dreaming I knew I was hoping. Past dreaming of you. Past dreaming, my dreams were all centered on you. Past dreaming I knew I was asking. Past dreaming of you. Past dreaming, I know it won't happen again. Past dreaming, I know it won't happen again. Don't you love her? Don't you love her when she's mad? Don't you love her when she throws your life away? Don't you love her when she's sad? Don't you love her when she's saying her last goodbye? Don't you love her when she says, love unending and the story never ends? Don't you love her when she's mean? Goes through everything that you've ever been? Don't you love her when she's strong? Don't you love her when she rights every wrong? Don't you love her when she loves? Don't you love her when she loves? Don't you love her when she loves? Last grasp. Sanity's last grasp is by a warm thread. It feels your desperation, feels your dread. Walk around weary all the long night, looking for something to come out right. Heavenly whispers, it's kindness I love. Peace of mind and wellness is all I think of. Grasping at truth, grasping at reason, grasping at faith. Grasping for the love innate. Grasping for the you, grasping for the me. Grasping for all that I can see. Absorbing the loss that hits so strong. With my faith and hope trying to get along. The new days with loss will be hard. Constantly finding a feeling to guard. Without parents, new truths will be learned. A brand new courage will be earned. On into the 60s with less support. Obsession with life being ultra short. Hiding under the covers will not hide the troubling feelings I have inside. Thoughts of a beautiful past are demolished at last. The noontime walkers. If you want to walk the walk and talk the talk, the noontime walkers really rock. They talk about love, work, and pain, and sometimes discuss things that are really insane. Keep on the lookout for Bruce, Irind, and Jeff. They converse with all the passion they have left, always eager to face another day, and open to see things in an entirely different way. Conversations. Listening to you talk about your favorite alpha males tells me more about your story. It never fails, but I'm always somewhat relieved to see what a bonding of men achieves. Subjects while on the walk include life goals planned, plain and true, never apologetic about what we choose, the genuine me and the genuine you, seeing each other's dreams rising, respecting each other, never despising. It's all about the meeting of the souls, before time says we're far too old. Room 229. In room 229 it was quite sublime. It was hard work and ecstasy. I knew it was always the best time to show my creativity. It was a goal to realize the reporter's dream. Creative writing not always what it seems. Mr. Harrell and his late-night paced-up crew. Never a moment when there wasn't something to do. Scalpone sweating bullets and Evans and Miller in the darkroom. My story, will it be enough or back to the drawing board soon? It's 12:30 a.m. and the kids are not home. Last-minute changes nowhere to roam. The North Star shines tonight and Ron is pleased. The edition is ready but not done with ease. Jesus. What if Jesus believed in science, and on charlatans there was no reliance, and peace was made through the truth and heart, not just blind faith, making a better start. Why not rewrite the Bible to reflect a logical mind, while at the same time remaining to be kind? Why can't we make new beginnings and say, things will turn out according to love's way? What if pseudoscience was gone and the mind enriched? What would happen if conspiracy theories were never pitched? What if we chose to look at ourselves in the mirror, only to see there's nothing to fear? Love's pure light shines on the hill tonight. It reaches my heart and suggests a brand new start. Embrace love and truth equally, that's what it's meant to be. A shining miracle that I can now more clearly see. Sands of time. Time running out. Shout your last shout. Make it good this time. Make it scintillate and rhyme. Make it colorful and make it loud. Make it epic, make it proud. Take it up top, take it down low. Take it where you want it to go. The hourglass is clear warning. This is where our souls are soaring. Make it great, make it your last stand. Standing proud, an honest and caring man. Science. Shocking how much medical science does not know. The best answers, but so far to go. Science is the brilliant candle in the dark, trying to prevent pseudoscience from making its mark. As I walk down the long, dark tunnel of knowledge and reason, I know every paradigm shift will have its season. Please protect me from the cruel, brutal, and wrong, as I attempt to sing my own courageous song. The light is sometimes dim, but I walk toward the truth, knowing the right path my conscience does soothe, studying the reasons for us being here today, so logic and love can live, work, and play. The ocean. The tides rush in, the tides rush out. The ocean's beauty, we can't go without. The sea is the mystery, all the wonder it has inside. The power and intensity, she has nothing to hide. On her we sail, on powerful waves we prevail. The secrets of the deep are those that we keep, captured by the ocean blue, Mother Nature giving us another clue. Hear the seagull's lonesome cry, on a peaceful island far and wide. Hear the sound of silence surrounding its shore, calling us to come back for more and more and more. Last Christmas. Christmas time priceless beyond measure. Family togetherness, there's the treasure. Near the Christmas tree, you and I and Mom and Dad, thinking about limited time, leading to thoughts of happy/sad. Precious time, we share our souls. Living life the best, one of our top goals. Without caring, we would surely die. Our rewards of love, we try and try and try. Survival of the fittest, but ruled by the laws of love. Finding a force which will help from above. This bond we create between family can cause us to pause and smile happily. Life. Life, full of opportunities and full of challenges. Problems exist, but with joy's balances. Look for the victories ahead and the moments of meaning. Success possible whether left or right leaning. Can we gather the courage to live the ultimate life? Or do we fall prey to discouragement and strife? Is it possible to maintain a real winner's edge before falling off the anguished ledge? Help us to live a life full of zest and keep pride in everything we invest. Never give up the fight for the true and good. Love is around the corner in your neighborhood. Transition. Loved one, when you transition to the other side. On your love, can I still confide? You have broken through to the promised land, where life and truth eternally stand. Trying to break away from my feelings tonight, as I hold your love tighter than tight. Your ghost is close, I feel it near, as we on earth continue to persevere. O love of mine, separation is not kind, because earth and heaven cannot bind. But I feel you close in the summer breeze, and your love still sets my heart at ease. About the author. Jeffrey McAndrew is the author of 4 published books, My Heart at Ease is his first published book of poems. His latest novel is called Numinous, published in 2019, and tells the story of a minister who questions his faith and his life. His first book, Our Brown-Eyed Boy, published in 2003, concerns his family's struggles with his son Stephen's autism diagnosis. Jeffrey has worked nearly 20 years in the field of broadcast journalism at several radio stations in the Midwest and won numerous awards for writing and production. Some past accolades include Fond du Lac Friend of Education Award in 1999, inducted into the Oshkosh North High School Hall of Fame in 2005, and Lakefly Writers Contest second place for his essay, 3 Questions for John Updike. 2017, Jeffrey is president of the Wordsmiths Writers Club in North Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and is also a member of the village's library board. He and his wife Debbie reside in North Fond du Lac.
This concludes My Heart at Ease by Jeffrey McAndrew. I hope you've enjoyed listening.